As recently as a few months ago, Hirohiko Araki has spoken about his thoughts on the usage of AI and how much he fucking dislikes it. This interview I'm about to read y'all, which is a pretty long excerpt, took place last November 2024, and he was asked about con artists and he started talking and rambling about AI. Where straight from his new manga techniques book, he says these words. Speaking about societal evils, I think as AI continues to spread through society, we're going to see an increasingly shady world filled with scammers exploiting it. Recently, I've came across a drawing and thought, this is something I drew, right? I was shocked to find out it was actually created by AI. When I draw mangas, I add subtle, personal elements that make the work uniquely mine. But this AI generated piece even mimicked details like the way I draw eyelashes so precisely that it was almost impossible to tell apart from my work. If it were based on recent drawings, I know right away, no, I didn't draw this. On the other hand, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it were done with my art from about 10 years ago, when my memory of it would be a little hazy. As the more AI involves, the more the kind of thing will happen. Art reflects the times, and manga is one example of that. Seeing this world of con artists appear in manga could very well mean that we're headed for a future world dominated by fraudsters. The type of evil in today's age will undoubtedly end up impacting manga down the line. Now, I want to pause right here because those were the first two paragraphs of this three long paragraphs of everything he said about AI. But in those first two paragraphs, you can see the passion oozing out of Hirohiko Araki as AI is currently encroaching on a field that he's dominated for the past 40 years. He's been within this field for the past 40 years, and with the use of AI and it becoming so apparent, and as it's getting better, it's only just getting better on drawings and manga and anime, and these big greedy companies are very eager to let AI in. I know it was some big AI agreement reached between like Sony, Shidida, it was someone else, but just saying that they're gonna add AI to all these different animes and just allowing AI to be within those animes, I think that's a detriment to the future of anime. I think it would really disproportionately affect it, because if I'm being honest, we already only have about 30% of animes that are actually good. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the entire scale. I'm not talking about a specific genre. I'm talking about the entire scale, because a lot of animes that are pushed out, and it's always been this way, a lot of animes that are pushed out just suck and they get canceled really fast. But if AI continues to dominate in the future, I could see that scale of how many good animes we have just continue to dwindle down until we're left with like 5% of animes actually being good. You know what I mean? Or actually having like a really good plot driven story that doesn't take all the generic basics from every other series that's been created. In Hirohiko Araki's last paragraph, he says copyright infringement by AI is also a villain, but we manga artists must face. The extreme scenario that AI generated fakes might be accepted as the real thing. And even as we try to protect our work, these counterfeits are becoming so accurate and sophisticated, it's no longer a fight an individual can win. Having some kind of laws would probably be the only way to regulate this. However, because we are dealing with a world of con artists, there is also a very real possibility that laws favoring them will appear before we know it. Personally, I entrust my copyright management to Sharisha, which was another big company in that AI scam I was literally just talking about. But some manga artists are lax in managing their copyright, leading to others using their artwork without permission or even leaking original drawings. When I see that, I worry that they might face serious trouble down the line if they don't take it more seriously. And even though Hirohiko Araki said this only short months ago, probably about 6 months now since he said in November, things have been changing at a rapid pace, and AI has only continued to get better. Some of you may have seen the Google AI stuff that has been going on, where the AI actually looks close to really real life, you know, to the point where now you really got to look and check and make sure you see all the indifferences and things with it. But I say this because a recent development actually hit the JoJo community. The composer of the Thus Spoke Rohan Kashibe TV show, TV drama, and movie said that he used strictly AI music, you know. And the reason I even wanted to bring this up in this video, and really this is the last point I got, but the reason I even wanted to bring this up in this video is because, like, him using AI music after reading you that excerpt, that paragraphs on paragraphs long of Araki just stating this is a danger, there should be laws put against it, and there's nothing he can really do. Seeing that is just so disheartening. Knowing that this manga artist who spoke up about not wanting AI to be used within his content at all, and not really liking generative AI in the slightest, to see this AI still be used in his live action show. Granted, it's not his manga, it's not his anime, it's not generative AI, but it's still AI just used to make music from a composer whose whole job is to make music. What even is your job at that point? Just putting in a prompt and getting the desired results? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting to have Hirohiko Araki have such a strong stance against AI, but it also makes sense because he's a really truly unique artist and a true artist who wants everything done pen to paper, or I think he does some digital now, but he still does a lot pen to paper. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.